1.6 is out now. Phantoms have arrived. Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy 6 Gaming. Guys, super awesome, super cool. 1.6 is out today. It came out in the weirdest way, guys. We thought it wasn't coming, then it was coming. There wasn't a changelog. I made the video and then the changelog came out and I'm like, you know what? Changelog is like my thing. I want to make sure to give the information. Guys, for this one here, 390 likes. If you are so hyped for 1.6, for phantoms, for barrier blocks, for slow falling, for all of these cool things right here, second channel, guys. I just got my channel art. Should be ramping up soon. Links are everywhere. And it's time to party. So if you didn't notice already, basically 1.6 came out today. We're feeling really good about it. In 1.6 is going to have phantoms. These guys are flying around. They're a very unique creature. Basically, when you don't sleep for 3 Minecraft days, they will attack you. Super interesting, super entertaining. And yeah, there's going to be a phantom farm video coming tomorrow on my channel. First thing, the changelog is a little big, but not big in the like 11 pages that are like 10 minutes each, but they're a little smaller. So let's just jump right into the changelog. Let's go away so you don't have to totally hear these phantoms chirping in the background. And then when we come back, we'll look at a few of the things. So quick, first things first, phantoms mob will now spawn in night skies if a player hasn't slept for over 3 days. There is a bug where they may not swoop down, so maybe a bug. Barrier blocks, guys, that's the big circle with the red cross through it, basically made for map makers, and they can go ahead and put these in, and then when the map goes into survival or adventure modes, people can't see them, right? And then it keeps players in certain areas. It's something they've been using on PC for quite some time. So let's keep going down the list. Bingo bango changes. Menu and inventory tabs can now be navigated using the and keys, can be remapped in the settings. Pages can now be turned in the book and quill using the bumpers. Personal game mode is now set to the default game mode option when first joining a world. Added the do insomnia game rule to toggle phantom spawning, and when commands are enabled. Added a fresh new icon and game invites and achievement notifications on the Switch. Adjusted mouse input sensitivity and stuff. Let's go down to the next one. Fixes several crashes that occurred during gameplay. Fixed a crash that occurred when using pick block in a spot where a mob just died. Fixed a crash occurred when players were spawning and the spawn point was getting set every tick. Fixed a crash when occurred when joining a game and downloading Greek mythology textures. Increased performance for menu load times. Okay, we're doing good. We're on number 4. There's only 12. So general, fixed the Ahoy and Atlantis achievements not unlocking on Nintendo Switch. Fixed an issue that caused touchscreens actions to repeat after touch release. Fixed controls becoming unresponsive after resuming the game from standby. Operator permissions are now granted to players when the host creates a world with trust players permissions set to operator. Fixed the upload feature that occurred when exporting to Remix 3D. Let's go over here. Now we're on number 5, the 5th screen. Gameplay fireworks rockets once again give the proper boost when using Elytra. Crouching on ladders will no longer stop when opening the pause menu inventory. A lot of these are familiar from the beta that they just did. Fix the speed boost given when dolphins being too slow when wearing armor with Depth Strider. The resistance effect will now protect against the wither effect. Players no longer clip through blocks and suffocate while swimming. Players are now able to return to the overworld if an end portal is on their spawn point. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's keep on going. Number 6, small one here. Items buckets can now stack properly when getting ejected from a crafting output. Fixed an exploit that allowed players to obtain water items. So that means no more water tiles, guys. Boo. Fixed an exploit that allowed items to be duplicated using the recipe book. I'm pretty sure that's not the one that everybody uses. It doesn't look like they fixed the shulker box one. Let's keep going. Number 7 right here. This is a little bigger one. Mobs. Guardians no longer attack fish. Fix guardians spawning even when mob spawning is disabled. Fix issues with the ender dragon disappearing or dying for little or no reason. Drowns now have a much easier time attacking players that are swimming above them. Fix strays and skeletons having trouble leaving the water to attack players. Wolves no longer get stuck attacking skeletons that are underwater. Fixed a bug where parrots could ride donkeys and mules. Why'd you fix that? That's not a bug. That sounds cool. Blazes now attack snow golems. Elder guardians now drop wet sponges when killed. Fixed monster spawners appearing empty on converted Xbox console worlds. Hostile mobs and boats can no longer attack from every angle. Dolphins can no longer attack players through solid blocks. Baby horses, donkeys, and mules can no longer be pushed through solid blocks. Creepers no longer remain white or quickly flash when killed. Entities following a target entity will now navigate properly over slabs. Used chests can now be equipped to mules and llamas. So keep on the train, guys. Again, there's a link to this in the description below if you want to just go read it for yourself or pause or whatever. Underwater plants can now be placed in water columns that originate from the top source block. Kelp now mimics seagrass in its placement and can be placed on most blocks underwater. Kelp is planted by players, will now grow over time. Chemistry blocks in a world uploaded to a realm are no longer corrupted. Observers will now detect changes with droppers, dispensers, brewing stands, farmlands, saplings, sugarcanes, fire, and grass blocks. The amount of fuel in brewing stands now converts from console edition worlds. Activating an end portal will now replace any blocks inside the end portal. Fixed certain variants of rails having incorrect hitbox size. Land plants can no longer be placed underwater. Command blocks now correctly conduct redstone power. Fixed an issue that allowed rails to be duplicated. Oh no, no more rail duplication. Don't worry, we'll find a new one. Fixed the cactus hitbox being displayed too low. Now we're on number 9. This is a quickie. The owner of a realm once again no longer counts towards the player limit of a realm. I didn't know that, so that means we can have 11 people in our realm. Improved error message when attempting to join a realm via a link in an outdated version of the game. Fixed floating rails that generated in abandoned mine shafts. We're almost there, only 3 more left to go. So graphical guys, improved the trying throwing animation. Visibility now increases over time when submerged in flowing water. Cocoa beans now display correctly when using HD resource packs. Field of view can once again be adjusted using the field of view. Can be altered by gameplay. Option is disabled. Redstone dust now renders on the sides. Now renders on the sides of glass blocks. I think that means you could see them through the sides. I don't know. I'm going to check that. Resource packs once again apply when joining multiplayer games. That has a pack enabled. Fixed texture packs having a placeholder icon on the pack validation screen. On Android devices, the Ender Drag is no longer missing the texture on its neck when playing the Norse mythology mashup. Food particles no longer gradually change position after swimming and will always come out of the player's mouth area. Fixed the rare case of Ender chests from console worlds converting to normal chests with Ender particles. Leads no longer flicker when playing on split screen or multiplayer. Particles from enchanted arrows no longer drift in floating water. Water bottle icons no longer have red liquid on Android devices. It wasn't creepy or anything. Yeah. Players no longer appear to be floating above minecarts. Swimming through certain waterlogged blocks no longer removes underwater fog. Oculus Rift mirror screen now displays properly on monitors with 4K resolution. So this is the biggest one coming up. Lowered the volume of punching air and punching mob sound effects. Fixed the sounds of breaking twice for boats, minecarts, paintings, and armor stands. User interface has been changed. Items can once again be crafted from the recipe book. While the crafting filter is disabled, player only has enough material to craft a single recipe. Quickly moving a stack of items in the inventory with a controller no longer leaves items behind. So maybe that fixed a duplication glitch right there. Fix the cancel button not appearing on Windows 10 when joining a cross-platform world. Opening a book and quill on touch devices no longer causes blocks to break. That would have been bad. The gamepad cursor can now be used to navigate villager trades. Multiple items can now be collected from the villager trading output slot. Fixed overlapping issues with the dragon head equipped on the inventory screen. The crafting table's output field, hover state, now matches the field size. Quick moving items from the hotbar to a container now works as intended. Hitting the enter key in the inventory no longer moves the cursor in and out of the text field. Selecting an output of an uncraftable recipe no longer causes the output item to disappear. Fixed inconsistent behavior when attack and destroy is mapped to the right click of the mouse. Levers now have a use controller hint. Last but not least, guys, this is a small one anyway. Commands, they basically filled in a bunch of commands. Using fill doors now fills the chosen area with doors instead of air blocks. Using the set block command on redstone components will now properly update and power the mechanism. Cloning containers no longer removes their custom name slabs with can place on tags, once again being placed by players in adventure mode. Add-ons, updates, this is basic usual stuff for Minecraft map makers, things like that. And yeah, so let's just jump right back in the world here, guys. Long story short, so we got our phantoms. We're just gonna go through everything one quick right here. So phantoms, it's daytime, so they're gonna set on fire. But if it's nighttime, they are gonna go. We'll do a little bit more with that later. Barrier blocks, as I explained, guys, these are for map makers. I can see them and place them, but if this were a survival, if I were to put it survival and people were invited, they would just not be able to walk through here. It would look invisible. They wouldn't see it, only broken by me And yeah, so let's keep going. Phantom membrane, guys. Phantom membrane is one of the new items. You should keep it in mind because in the olden days, you used to repair your elytra wings with leather, and now you do not. Now you need these phantom membranes in order to repair your elytra, which makes them much more key. If you didn't need that, see, I just walked into the barriers. Oh no, I'm stuck. Slow falling, guys. As you can see, slow falling is basically the potion you're going to be able to make with the items that drop from the Phantome. And yeah, so as you can see, we fall. That's normal. But if we drink this slow falling potion, you see, this is how you fall now. So it does have uses. I think mixed with elytra and rockets, you could probably end up flying in the sky for a very, very, very long time. And yeah, that would be pretty cool and interesting. So bingo bango, what else do we have here? I think we pretty much hit the nail on the head, guys. Slow falling will come. You can see even when you're jumping off a cliff, this slow falling really comes into play. See how far you could jump? So it's really cool. Actually, yeah. There you go, guys. Don't forget to smash it, like it, turn it over, because tomorrow, guys, I'm literally going to design some sort of phantom farm right now after this video. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. Smash it before you go, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.